welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the GW Panther. It's the Tier 7 German SPG. This one's located on the eastbourne of Sand River under the command of talon1958. Well, this replay came in only a few minutes ago and I happened to be browsing through the Facebook page at the time, so I saw it come in and thought, well, we'll try and get this in straight away because this video will go out this evening before this week's contest is over, because it looks like we might have a winner. Okay, standard game, so we're waiting for the first sign of the enemy. They normally appear on the north bank of the river, so somewhere around the F row. That's when you're likely to see the first enemy tanks appear, but he's decided to actually look towards the north. Excuse me. Now it's a 15cm howitzer. It's capable, if I remember correctly, because I haven't got my sheets in front of me at the moment. 600 alpha. Yep, I have got my sheets now. Yes, I use crib sheets, I'm afraid so. Yes, like I think Jingles uses them as well. But it's useful to actually have crib sheets so you can actually know all the statistics and the history of the vehicle. This one will do 600 alpha. It will reload in 25.89 seconds. And oh, what have you done there? You've pulled away from the target after firing, so we didn't get to see what happened to the round. That's a slap wrist. We want to see what happens to the shells. We need to know what happens to them, otherwise it spoils the game. 20.97, rounds out. Well, it did land near the Porlac and it did stun him. Now, the good thing is that Talon has learned to relocate after every shot, nearly every shot that is, to avoid being hit by the enemy Arty, and it does tend to work. You don't have to move much, you just have to move far enough that it displaces you by about a few meters to one side and a few meters in length. Throws the enemy off their tracks. Oh, brilliant shot right into the side of that T1 Heavy, the weak spot, which is either the engine deck or the rear of the vehicle, but if you can't hit the rear, go for the sides because it's the very weak side armor. Well, that ARL there, he's now hiding behind the rock, but Talon can put a round in there, no problem. Rounds out. Yep, that ARL, he's definitely felt that one. I'm absolutely certain he would have felt the splash. As I think you'll see here, the splash radius is 7.2 meters, so yes, he could be some distance away from that tank, but he would definitely feel it. Okay, we've got an enemy Arty on the move, the Lorraine 15550. He's trying to track his path. Not quite, he was slightly out, but that's okay because this guy is manoeuvring to try and avoid enemy fire that's coming in. Okay, enemy tanks have now turned up on the north bank of the river. And we're almost loaded, we're going for the VK3001H. And it's a kill. Right through the side of his armour. And he's out the game. Only 147 hit points, but even if it was a non-penetration, it still overwhelmed him. Now that tank destroyer there, the IKV-90B, doesn't have very strong armour, and an Arty round is more likely going to mess him up. Rounds out, long flight time, lands slightly to the right of where the target was last seen. He's just checking another one. There was an IKV-103 and they are very lightly armoured. But this ARL, I think he might be the same one that we saw earlier in the game, and he's lost a lot of his hit points. Talon's loaded, rounds out, direct hit, 182, and it tracked him, and he's out the game. Beautiful. So he gets the damage assist for tracking the guy, and he gets a huge whopping amount of damage out of him. In fact, it was stun assist, not damage assist. Okay, we've got a chappy in the village. So we're sitting still. Rounds out, should hit, and it's a kill. So that's his second kill of the game. Talon's doing very nicely. T-3485. Now, you know what my old maxim is? Maximise the amount of damage you do to enemy vehicles by hitting as many of them as you can, and that will almost certainly guarantee you get a medal, even if it's only a Confederate. Another hit! 210 hit points. That one hit the front plate on the upper plate. I think you could just see it. It's actually round where the driver's port is. That might have knocked out his driver. And he's killed with the next shot. But unfortunately, Talon didn't pick up any stun assists because he lost his stun by that time. With 5 tanks up on the enemy, and Talon's definitely having a big effect on this battle. Okay, there's a Wolverine in the background, but he's going to try and get this Nashorn because it looks like he's got the 88 gun. Rounds out. Lands short. Okay, he's going to try and have another go. If the Nashorn stays where he is, he will take a big hit. He's very thin armor, and the shell will almost certainly go straight through him. Line him up. Oh, and he's dead. Okay, so now we're looking up onto the hill, and there's a T-67 sitting up there, and that thing's got very thin armor indeed. Rounds out. Well, he pulled back just in time to avoid the worst of that, but I'm sure he would have taken some damage. And now we're looking at the SU-100. Oh, he did get stun assist off the T-67 as well. And there he is. Talon's dialing in. He's going to have another go. This time he might get a kill. But instead he's decided to go for the Rain 15550. It was a one shot. He's dead. So I'd aim for the next nearest one you can get. Oh, IKV-90B. We'll go back to him again. Still having to dial in. Work out where he's going. That's it. Rounds out. Just avoided it. He pulled forward. He got warning the shell was on the way in. And the further away the enemy Arty is, the more time you've got to move to get out of the way. He certainly took that message and said, okay, I've got a Scarper before I get hit. Okay, that SU-100's gone. There's only 3 enemy vehicles left. This is 2 of them. The IKV-103 still got a lot of health, but the IKV-90B is a one-shot if we can land it. Rounds out. Oh, and it is a shot. It is a one-shot. He kills him with that round, and he's out of the game. So that's 3 kills by Talon. He's having an extraordinarily good game here. It's all falling into place for him. IKV-103, thin armor. Big gun, though. Line him up. Work out where he's going. Rounds out. Looks good. Well, he splashed him, and he got ammo-racked the next second, and that is the end of the game. What a great game that was. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the second-class tanker for talon1958 in the GW Panther. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 12 in this one, as well as a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates, and that's despite the fact that he actually took out 3 enemy vehicles in that game, and rather spectacularly as well. 1,818 was the win 8. Now, does this mean that Talon's actually got the win? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the best one that Angelina sent in so far. Oh dear, it's got a second class, it's got a Bruiser, and it's got a Confederate, but look at the win 8. It's only 865 for Angelina, and for Talon, it's 1,818, which means he takes the lead for the weekend lie-in, and unless Angelina can supply another replay in the next couple of hours, I would say, she will have to get up early in the morning and look after Remy whilst Talon takes a nice lie-in. Let's have a look at the rest of the team details. Well, we can see the highest damage in that game was actually done by the Striv M4257, who got a high caliber for 2,011 hit points. Second highest damage in the game went to the Stug 3 Aslains with 1,989 hit points. And Talon managed to pick up 1,321. Actually, he's in 4th place because the enemy T-67 got 1,672 before he was taken out. So 4th place for Talon, and of course he got that Confederate. When it came to kills, he is the top spot because he got 3 kills in the game. Everyone else, I've got 2 kills, 1 kill or nothing. The Striv M4257 got 2 kills. The Stug 3 Aslains got 2. The Type 58 got 2. And the Hellcat got 2. And the ARL-44 on the enemy team also picked up 2. So yes, rather a lot of tanks vying for second place. And when it came to base XP, he's a little further down the table. The Striv M4257 got the top dog with 1029, mainly because of the high caliber he picked up. 880 went to the Stugdai Aslains, and 728 went to Talon. He fired 15 rounds in that game, got 5 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations, but 12 splash. Damage of 1,321 hit points, and all of it was at more than 300 meters. Damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did 459 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 28,335 credits and got 15,000 for completing a mission, a total of 43,335 altogether. And after ammunition resupply, took away 26,535 credits altogether. 1092 XP times 2 for the first victory, 2,184 for completing a mission, 4,368 experience points altogether. So yes, definitely Talon's in the lead now, and it's all up to Angelina to have a good game before she goes to bed. If she can send that replay in before she goes to bed tonight, then she might be able to seize the win from Talon. She needs a first class, or she needs an ace tanker that will win it outright straight away. But if she doesn't get a first class or an ace tanker, then Talon will be lying in tomorrow morning. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.